one of the things that we really focused on during the week was tendencies, and came in a little bit more this week to study a little bit of both of the quarterbacks, and particularly I wanted to study number 18 a little bit more because I figured that he was going to throw the ball, but I knew that he was going to run the ball with him a lot. So on that play, I just actually, Coach Groh had called cover 2, and I had to adjust my alignment. It was just something that I just did automatically, and then I just read the route basically, and I knew I had a safety help over the top, so I just jumped it and it just turned out my way.
But the play before, you tackled the guy 6 yards behind the line of scrimmage. That was also big too.
Yeah, that was a big play. It's just got to give credit to Coach Groh, the defensive coordinator, put me in a position to make plays. So just so happened it turned out this way. Senior day, so I think I left out on Bobby Dodd with a good note.
After the previous 2 weeks with some of the ups and downs against Virginia Tech and in the last game, how nice was it to come through with a big play and not have a yellow flag sitting?
Yeah, it was real critical because once I got up and dove in the end zone, I looked back because I really didn't know was it a flag or not, because every time it seemed like I'm close to making the play, I look back and I get a flag.
Right.
It was so pass interference or anything, so I think that was good. It turned out good.
Mario, earlier in the week, we talked about your thoughts on going into your last game here. What are you thinking now, and how big was it for you to finish off here the way you did?
I think it was very critical because all my family's here, and so I think that was really important for me. I just wanted to end out everything for the seniors. I know if I made that play that it would turn the game around as far as the momentum also. So I came back to the sideline, I told all the seniors, I just told them, just go with me. You go with the floor, I go with it, and I just got y'all back. It seemed like sometimes things just go up and go down and everybody start pointing the finger, but I didn't want anybody to do that. I just wanted to make a play for the team.
Mario, on the interception return, the last 15 yards, how was the wind and the lungs and the legs?
Like I told West Durham, that was the longest I have run. like I told Gerard Tarrant on the sideline also, I say, man, it's easier. I have so much more respect for running backs and wide receivers that have the endurance, because it's easier when you're running without the ball, but when you have the ball in your hand, it's easier. So the first 50 yards was easy to me. Then when I cut across, I just was like, oh man, my hamstring is about gone. So I just wanted to make sure I would get close enough where I was able to dive into the end zone, because it came a point in time in my mind I wanted to look back and see was there anybody else by me to pitch the ball back.
On the cutback, did you see their tackler? Did you feel them coming, or?
Yeah, I did. That's why I wanted to put in another give back. I gave it all I had.
Yeah, you were kind of slowing up when you got around the 20-yard line. You just coasted on in.
Now, earlier in the drive, Duke converted a third down for a big pass play on a guy who looked, I guess it was a busted coverage.
Mm-hmm.
Was it a busted coverage or just a line wrong, or what happened?
I really can't remember the play. I just know that it was a big game for them.
Okay.
You seem to be guessing right a lot on when they came around on the end of the run, but then there was also when they came around and the guy threw the option pass and you were back on that one. You seem to be either Al was guessing right or something, but you seem to be right on those plays.
It was just one of those things, Coach Groh, like I said earlier, he just keep on putting me in position to make plays, and just got to keep on being accountable and make those plays so he can keep trusting me. Because sometimes it get hard out there. You're on the island by yourself, and we run a little bit man-to-man that we've been doing than last year, so it just put more pressure on me. But like I said, I just love the pressure to being put on myself, because I always say big-time players make plays in big-time games, so I'm just happy to be a part of the team now.
This seemed like the first time this season that y'all were able to make some big plays when you really needed to. Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, I think it was. Over the last couple games, Coach Johnson said we really haven't had any sacks or any turnovers since Middle Tennessee State. So that's one thing that I went in with a chip on my shoulder personally, because I'm a senior going into this game, just knowing that somebody has to make the play, and it just turned out with me.
How important is next week for you?
I think this is going to be another big game, because like Coach Johnson always said, you keep on winning, the next game is going to be bigger. So we just got to enjoy this one first and then get back to work on Monday, see what we did wrong, come out and just try to improve our performance.
You guys are trying to keep them out of the bowl?
We really don't want to get into that. We just have to worry about ourselves.
Given the way the year has gone too, and the last 3 games, how meaningful was it to get this win and also to get that bowl eligibility and kind of what else?
Yeah, one of the things that we always talked about the seniors during this week was let's not be the team that doesn't get bowl eligible, because if I can remember correctly, it's 14, 15 years consecutive that we have a bowl game. So it was real important to us. So I think the seniors came out and played with passion, more passion in the second half than we did before.
Any preference where you go?
It really don't matter now. Just get bowl eligible. That's important.
Obviously Georgia coming up. Has there been kind of talk throughout the season, or just now you really focusing on it?
Really just now. Like I said, we just gotta enjoy this win tonight, and then hopefully we get. Well, I know the coaches be here tomorrow, just game planning and getting everything ready.
All right.